What if you want to auto-scroll your Excel spreadsheet so that the active cell, that one that your cursor is in, actually remains in the middle of the screen as you scroll down so you can see what's above and below the active cell? Let me show you what I mean. Over here in Excel, we've got the active cell in column A, and as I cursor down, it just stays in the middle of the screen. This works if you're zoomed in. This works if you're zoomed out, no matter how many actual visible rows are in the screen window at one time. Now this works because it's an XLSM file, which means it's a macro-enabled workbook, so I can run VBA, Visual Basic for Applications, code in the back end. We're not running a lot of code. I'm going to show you the code we are running, but you have to actually save as that macro-enabled workbook right here instead of a regular Excel workbook for this to work. Okay. Now, to get into the code editor, you press Alt F11. This opens this up. Another easy way to do this, because we're running this on the sheet itself, is to just view the code. We right-click the Sheet tab down here, view the code, and that opens up that same window. Let me do that again here. And now let's talk about what is happening with this code. The first thing up here, this line just says, hey, every time the cursor changes, every time the active cell changes, you need to run this whole code. And this whole code is this whole chunk here, from private sub, this first line, to end sub. That's just basically saying stop. So start and stop are at the top and the bottom. And then we've got two variables right here, the visible rows and the top row. And then right below that, this is what is actually doing the calculations. So the visible rows is what it sounds like. This is how many visible rows there are in the active window, whether or not we're zoomed in or out or whatever. And then the top row calculates what the top row should be. So it takes our target row and say we're on row 20 and we have 20 visible rows, so 10 above and 10 below. We're going to divide that visible rows by 2 and say 20 minus 10. The top row should be row 10. So this recalculates every time we change our active cell. And then this little if statement basically keeps us safe in case the calculated top row is less than 1. It's going to set it to 1. And then after that, we change the scroll row to the top row that we just found out. So that top row 10 will become where the top visible row is. If you like stuff like this, check out my newsletter. It's free. It's linked in the description below. I send out weekly tips and tricks on how to get good at spreadsheets and automations. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great one, and check this video out next.